Yes, welcome to another video. I'm Lewis, above me is John, and this is the main review for the Champions League final game against Chelsea. We did this sort of initial reaction one yesterday. Go check that one out if you've not already done so. Yeah. We'll set a like target of 1,000, and make sure you subscribe as well to the channel if you're new. We're trying to get to 35,000 subscribers. Any help towards that, massively appreciated. We'll leave a massive shout out as well to our sponsor, Manscaped, sponsoring all our Champions League final content. You guys got Bush. You know what I mean? You need the lawnmower 3.0, guys, which is wireless, you know, and waterproof. Also, with Father's Day coming up next month, or is it this month? No, it's next month. You know, it's the perfect present for your paps. You know what I mean? So for him to shave his balls, I don't know. I was trying to make a rhyme there or something, but it didn't really work. And it just proves that
instead you ended up talking about dad's balls.
I know, yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's weird the things we do.
The message is there though.
The message is there, guys. Go check it out. Manscaped.com. Use code extra XTRA, and you get yourself 20% off. You also get free shipping. And by the way, this is the weed whacker in it. You know, I use it all the time. Should I give you a little live demo, bro? Watch this. Right?
Bro.
Put it up and go. Yeah, boom.
Oh, I heard it work.
You're sick, innit? Did you hear that then? Yeah, fucking weird, bro.
Seriously. Your face looked like he was in a bit of pain.
That's the weed whacker, innit? If you got hairs up your nose, just get on that, innit? It is what it is. And yeah, mega. Right, okay, let's go into it then. I want to talk about Tuchel Tactics.
Tuchel Tactics.
Basically, guys, we've got to find a way to get past these Tuchel Tactics. What are Tuchel Tactics? Tuchel Tactics are just teams that play proper defensive, and you know, Tuchel plays a defensive team with 8 defensive players. It's mega hard to try and break them down, but we've got to try and find a way because we've played them now 3 times, and to be honest, you know what I mean, we need to improve. We need to improve. It's scary, really, because looking at the game, we didn't really create that many chances. We conceded quite a few chances, and I know that might be down to the team selection, but we need to be creating more chances than we're doing, you know what I mean? I think the keeper didn't really have to make a save, and whichever way you cut it, that's just not good enough. And we've got to try and find a way of getting past these teams who just play like a really, really defensive unit.
Yeah, I think obviously they double down on this whole defensive thing by playing 8 defensive players, and he's probably one of the only teams I've ever actually seen do that to the extent that Tuchel does, but it works for him. It works, you know what I mean? End of the day, this guy, Tuchel, has got back-to-back Champions League finals. Yeah. In his system, the way that he plays football, and now he's won one. PSG look at the situation going, we shouldn't have got rid of him because he's just he got us to a final, and the next season he's got out there and won it. And it's disgusting. It's disgusting to watch as an opposition. But it's probably disgusting to watch as a Chelsea fan in some aspects, but you won't care about that because it wins you things. You have to. They take the rough with the smooth. You know what I mean? They're taking this horrible tactic in the base that it'll win, and it does win because teams play into the hands. Yeah. And I thought have playing them 3 times or 2 times at a time. We played them twice. We know how they're gonna play exactly. We knew the whole thing. Me and you, bro. We could have predicted their lineup. We could have predicted the formation. We could have predict how the game was gonna go. But for some reason, Pep and City didn't predict how it was going to go. Do you know what I mean?
But if they did predict how it goes, they're not able to find a solution.
Yeah. There's no fix because we keep playing into their hands. And you said it on yesterday's video, bro, and you've said it like from the start, innit? Like the whole thing of we played into their hands. We basically went there and tried to play football. You know what I mean? It's Pep, innit? You're going to try and play football. But that's not what that needed. We needed to just be dirty, just go out there and just go. You don't want to play, well, you know what I mean. We'll keep hold of the ball as well. Yeah. You don't want to go about it. Well, we're not going to force it. We'll just keep hold of the ball. Yeah, you've got to just. I don't know what the solution is. Pep's got to try and find a way through this. So. As well, that just leaves us nowhere as well because we're not going to create chances by doing that. We didn't create any chances by trying to play football. So. It's just a merry-go-round of shitness.
Yeah, it's not great, but we do have to try and find a way. I'd be interested to know, guys, if you think you know the optimal formation or team lineup or whatever for Tuchel Tactics, let us know. Let us know in the comment section below. How do we set up against these tactics where the teams just defend? Because we need to find a way forward. We really do. Kevin De Bruyne obviously took a nasty injury when he got body checked, didn't he? By who was it?
Rudiger.
Rudiger, yeah. not a nice situation. He took a massive blow to the face. He's come out this morning and said he's got like I think he's got some issue obviously with his eye socket. I think
Does
it is.
it?
Yeah. It should be okay. He should recover in due course. He just needs some rest, a bit of ice on it, I think.
I mean, now is a good time because obviously, do you know what I mean? Now the season's done, isn't it? There is time to rest. And what I say is when he couldn't even finish out the match. So loads of people in our live stream were saying, like, when he went off, saying, he's fine. Why is he taking him off? This is all on Pep kind of thing, but he wasn't fine.
He wasn't. He
was not fine.
fine.
He couldn't finish out the match. He couldn't watch the rest of it. He ended up walking down the tunnel. And when I say walking, that's giving him a bit of credit there because it was barely walking.
Yeah,
he looked like he was having a bad time, and it was horrible to watch.
Yeah, sending our wishes to Kev. Hopefully he recovers sort of soon, really, because he's got the Euros coming up, and obviously it would be nice for him to have a good Euros and go into that with good fitness and stuff and good health. Fernandinho didn't start the game. We talked about this a little bit yesterday on the video, but I think it's worth pointing out again that this guy is our club captain, right? He's been phenomenal this year when he's played, and especially these last couple of months, he's been absolutely awesome. I think we really missed a trick. I don't believe, right, that had we started Fernandinho, it would have guaranteed us a win, but I think I don't think we would have conceded that goal for starters if we had Fernandinho on.
I agree with that.
And I think we would have been harder to beat. They created 4 chances, and to be honest, I only won 1-0 as a mystery to me. I don't think they would have had all them chances if Fernandinho was there. I think John Stones looked shaky early on. I think John Stones would have been better protected if Fernandinho played, and I just think that we would have been more of a unit. I just think yesterday that there was nothing there. There was just nothing there.
With Fernandinho on the pitch, our defensive line wouldn't have been dragged out as much as it was. Our defensive line was fully exposed because Gundo didn't play. Basically, when you see the lineup, you go, "Oh, Gundo's going to play the 6." And that's kind of what it was. But Gundo wasn't deep enough to play the 6. He just wasn't. He just kept getting forward,
marshal it.
And then everyone got lost. The defense was then pulling out, and then maybe that was the thing from Pep to say, like, they're going to go super defensive. So do we need a defensive mid? Let's get an extra attacker on there and try and break him down a bit more. Yeah. And I can understand that, but it's the willingness of seeing it wasn't working. And when Fernandinho came on the pitch, we looked 10 times the team that it was for the first 70 minutes.
I agree.
So it just begs the question of, had we started with this, how would this game would have gone?
We'll never know. Right, one last thing before we move on to the player ratings. Sergio Aguero, that was his last ever football match for Manchester City. He didn't obviously get the fairy tale ending as we all wanted and dreamed of, but he's been a really good servant to this football club. I'm sure we'll do like a video on him, like a special video on him or something, but he's been absolutely mega. He didn't even get a chance. He was on the pitch for 15 minutes, and I was throughout the game, I was like, just let him have one moment. Let him have one chance where he can, put his foot through the ball. But he didn't even get one chance, and that was simply because we just couldn't create anything. We were really struggling to create anything at all. Anything that we did create was off scraps or maybe a little bit of luck. 15 minutes to go, I don't remember a single shot really, to be honest. And that tells its story. And Aguero, come on, but at the end of the day, he's not a magician, is he? You got to give him the chances. And obviously with Kevin De Bruyne going off, it was bleak, really.
Yeah, it's disgusting times, isn't it? The fact that that's his last game. That's his last game for the club ever. And the fact that we will never see Sergio play in a Manchester City shirt in a competitive match ever again. And to go out with a kind of like a game where he doesn't even get to, have an impact. He doesn't even, not even the fact that of having the impact of scoring a goal. It's more the fact that he didn't get a chance to get an impact. With the fairy tale ending was there, but they couldn't write it. It just couldn't be because the way that was set up in it, we couldn't create any chances and stuff. But it is what it is, and it was a horrible sight. And I'm sure loads of you, obviously pretty much all of you, would have watched it, innit? And seeing Sergio Aguero crying after the match, it was not a good sight. It's a horrible thing to see. But at the same time, I'm like, you know what? It's me. You're watching that, and it brings pain. You know what I mean? It does bring a lot of pain and stuff, and you realise that this guy's left the club and not even won a Champions League. But I just think you have to move forward from them things and then think like, what happens next season? You know what I mean? At some point, you have to start dwelling on this game, and you have to start dwelling on this game. It's been 2 days now since the Champions League final, so you have to start dwelling on it and think about the future. We've got a big transfer window ahead, and we need to go forward in it, or else you're going to be stuck in a loop of thinking about the Champions League final.
I agree. Right, let's do these player ratings, guys, before we wrap up. It's not pretty. It's not pretty, right? By the way, if you want to get involved for next season, become an extra club member, and you can have your say on these player ratings.
It's our last review.
It's our last review.
It's our last review of the season. Oh my god, I didn't even think about that.
I'll have to wait until pre-season comes back, innit?
That's weird.
Right, in goal, Ederson 6.8, Walker 7.2, Stones 4.9, Diaz 6.6, and Zinchenko gets given a 6.1 by our extra club members.
What I would say is Zinchenko lost the ball a few times. However, he was recovering really well in that game. He did a lot of recoveries. Stones had a bit of a wobble for like 10-15 minutes, didn't he? But then I feel like he did calm down though.
I think so.
Although if I watch that goal back again, it'll make me fume how out of position he is. Midfield wise, Gundo gets a 5.9. It was pretty much ineffective. That thing is, Gundo was in limbo. That's weird. Because he was trying to be the Gundo that's he's been this season. However, he's now been told to play in a 6 as well, and it just wasn't working because he wasn't there. He nulled himself. You know what I mean? Bernardo gets a 6. I think Bernardo was just out of the game, and we said this in the preview. You got Kante there, and you know what I mean? It's gonna be hard for any of these attackers to get past him. And then De Bruyne, obviously, it was a sad end to the campaign for him, and he gets a 6.4. Is he joint? No, he's not even joint top. I thought he might have been joint top with a 6.4, but he ain't.
No. Mahrez gets a 5.2, Foden gets a 6.4, and Sterling gets a 5.3. Subs, Gabby came on the pitch. I thought Gabby did alright when he come on the pitch. He got 5.6. Yeah, Aguero gets a 6.8. I'm not sure why he gess a 6.8 over
the last game.
It's just people giving him the last game boost. And Dino gets a 7.7. Pep Guardiola gets a 2.8. So it's very clear that the majority of City fans are holding this game and this match result responsible. They're holding Pep Guardiola responsible for the match result. So, you know, I agree. I do think that it's on Pep. I think he got his tactics wrong. I don't think the players could have done much more because it was so hard to break them down. And Pep couldn't find this, couldn't help us, you know what I mean? He couldn't do that. So, yeah, it looks like it's on him by the, do you agree? Let us know in the comment section below. Is it on Pep or is it on the players? It is what it is. We move on to next season now and we have to go all over again. You know, it's going to be tricky, I think, to motivate ourselves.
But you say that, but at the same time, we won the Premier League this year. We did win competition, so I'm still motivated for next year. It's more the Champions League campaign will be a difficult task.
I think that going through the group stage games again next year is going to be a massive, massive effort. You know what I mean? Knowing that we got all the way there last season and didn't quite get it. But yeah, guys, let us know your comments in the comment section below. Go check out Manscaped if you want to pick up yourself a lawnmower or the weed whacker. You should get yourself one just for my live demonstration. Yes. Manscaped.com, use code EXTRA. Smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. We'll see you in the next one. See you in a bit.